In a quaint, unassuming town, a darkness stirs, personified by a specter of the night. Nestled among the undulating emerald hills and tranquil streams, this town, once a beacon of peace, was on the edge of surrendering to an enigmatic presence. Its charming cobblestone streets, lined with closely knit houses, held a secret that began to unfold with the sudden, inexplicable appearance of a creature that defied the natural order. This creature was a black cat. But it was no ordinary feline. It was a phantom wrapped in obsidian fur. A creature that seemed to swallow light, its form an ominous silhouette in the moonlight. Possessing an uncanny ability to materialize and evaporate at will, it was as if the laws of time and space held no meaning for this spectral figure. It demonstrated an ability, an uncanny knack to emerge from the shadows, its sleek jet-black fur shimmering under the ethereal glow of the moonlight, only to dissolve into nothingness the next instant. This once peaceful town, known for its serene ambience and friendly folk, fell prey to an increasing disquiet. The joyous laughter of children playing in the fields, the rhythmic drone of the mill, the convivial chatter at the local tavern, all succumbed to an unnerving silence, a silence as eerie as the ghostly cat that seemed to command it. Whispers of a dreadful curse began to circulate among the townsfolk. The black cat, with its glowing emerald eyes that seemed to pierce the darkness, was seen as a harbinger of misfortune. Its presence was an omen of impending doom, its path a trail of calamity. The whispers grew louder, more frantic. With each sighting of the spectral feline, the collective fear of the townsfolk escalating in tandem. Through all this, the black cat, indifferent to the panic it incited, continued its eerie waltz, appearing and disappearing in the town like a phantom. A chilling wind, cold as the grave, always seemed to follow in its wake, stirring the town into fits of dread and unease. The local priest, a man of great faith and wisdom, tried to quell the growing terror. He claimed that the black cat was merely a stray, lost and seeking shelter. But the townsfolk, ensnared by their own dread and superstition, refused to heed his words. They clung tightly to their belief that the black cat was an embodiment of a curse. The town's blacksmith, a burly man with a soft heart, even attempted to capture the cat to end the growing hysteria. But the elusive creature slipped from his grasp, leaving only a chilling breeze and the echo of a silent meow. This heightened the growing lore of the black cat and its seemingly supernatural abilities. Months rolled into a year, and the black cat continued to weave its path through the town, its eyes, twin emeralds, glowing with an eerie light. The darkness stirred, intensifying its hold over the town, drawing it further into the black abyss of fear. And so the black cat, with its eyes gleaming with an otherworldly glow, continued its spectral dance through the town, a wraith wrapped in obsidian color. Upon the arrival of the black cat, a portentous cloud descended upon the town. Not just any ordinary cloud, but rather an obsidian shroud that enveloped the entirety of the town like an unsolicited blanket of doom. This shroud bore an air of unease so profound that it reached into the very essence of every townsperson, causing a sense of dread and despair that seemed to seep into their bones. The once lively and vibrant atmosphere of the town was replaced by an unsettling, hair-raising silence that was far more than just the absence of sound. It was a deadly hush that held a tangible weight, a palpable heaviness that seemed to press mercilessly upon the town's cobblestone streets and the historic buildings, draining them of the vitality and ebullience they once held. In the eerie, silent gloom, shadows morphed into sinister specters, performing their malevolent ballet across the walls of centuries-old structures. They whispered macabre tales into the ears of the townsfolk, haunting stories of the fate that had befallen them, carried ominously on the wings of the encroaching twilight. The black cat had ushered in a darkness that was more than just an absence of light. It was a darkness that struck fear into every heart. The first victim to fall prey to the accursed creature's wrath was Mr. Jenkins, a revered elder of the town. He was found in his rocking chair, lifeless, with a look of sheer, petrifying terror etched onto his wrinkled face. His body lay cold and stiff, his eyes locked wide open in fear. The black cat had been spotted slinking around his property that very morning, its lithe body weaving menacingly through the long grass, its gleaming yellow eyes seemingly filled with a malevolent glee. Then tragedy stabbed the town's heart like a cruel, cold dagger when young Lucy Thompson, an embodiment of hope and innocence, met a horrific, untimely end. The cherished schoolteacher who filled the days of the town's children with lessons of compassion and understanding, had crossed paths with the black cat just the day before. The next morning, she was found sprawled on her kitchen floor, her face frozen in a silent scream, her life extinguished, leaving behind a void as deep as the dread that filled the town. One by one, like dominoes succumbing to a pitiless sequence of fate, the townsfolk fell prey to a doom hitherto unknown. Each death was preceded by an encounter with the black cat, its ominous presence a harbinger of the terrifying fate that loomed. Its eyes, those orbs of burning yellow, watched with a chilling satisfaction as fear tightened its icy grip around the hearts of the townsfolk. Rumors spread like a wildfire, fanned by the chilling winds of burgeoning dread. Whispers of the black cat being an envoy of death echoed through the town, turning every rustling leaf, every shifting shadow, into a menacing reminder of the feline and its accursed. The townsfolk lived in a perpetual state of fear, their hearts thumping wildly in sync with the relentless ticking of the clock, each beat a stark reminder of the ticking time bomb that the black cat's presence had become. The specter of the black cat cast a long, frightful shadow over the town, its malevolent presence a chilling reminder of the grim fate that awaited each resident. The promise of impending doom hung heavily in the air, as palpable as the icy chill that had swept the town with the cat's arrival. Each rustle, every shadow now embodied the terrifying specter of the black cat and the gruesome doom it heralded. The town now stands on the precipice of an unfathomable fate. The once vibrant and bustling locale is now an empty ghost of its former glory. A thick, oppressive dread akin to the fog that rolls in from the nearby hills has shrouded the town, suffocating the usual sounds of life. A creeping unease now commands the streets, its iron fist relentlessly squeezing the hearts of the villagers. Each face you meet is etched with the same anxious, fear-stricken expression. The days echo with hushed whispers and nervous glances, each resident's mind a whirlpool of the silent question: who will be the next to succumb? The villagers, emblematic of a once proud and unyielding community, have been eroded into mere phantoms of their previous existence. Their minds are besieged by the gnawing thought of the curse. The curse, an entity of pure terror, has wrought devastation, chaos, and heartache in its wake. It has mutated their picturesque town into a living, palpable nightmare. A desperate urgency stokes their attempts to combat this invisible foe. They've resorted to ancient rites, age-old superstitions, even fervent prayers. Some have packed up their lives, seeking solace in distant lands, far removed from the foreboding shadows that now stalk their homes. But despite their frantic efforts, the curse proliferates. Its savage grip shows no indication of slackening, no shred of mercy. The malevolent black cat, perceived by many to be the messenger of this curse, thrives. It stalks through the formerly animated streets, now desolate and abandoned. Its haunting presence sends icy shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to cross its path. The villagers are convinced that, with each day, with every unnerving sighting of the feline, the impending doom strengthens its grasp. As the sun dips below the horizon and the world is shrouded in obscurity, a feeling of looming disaster settles over the town. The night air bristles with a tangible fear, a potent terror that seizes every heart. The villagers hunker down in their homes, their eyes wide with dread, their bodies rigid with suspense. The faintest sound sends hearts pounding and blood surging. The black cat prowls, its silhouette a menacing aberration against the moonlit backdrop, its eyes burning ominously in the dark. And as the wind bellows through the forsaken streets and the shutters clatter noisily, a lone question reverberates in the tense silence. Who will be the next to fall under its curse? The answer remains a mystery. The only known truth is that the dawn will bring no solace, no alleviation. The fear, the trepidation, the dread, they persist, coiling around the town like a relentless serpent, constricting tighter with each fleeting moment. Only time will reveal the town's fate. As the curse continues its relentless assault, the once vibrant town descends further into the abyss of despair. The curse, like a ravenous beast, devours the life force of its victims, leaving behind mere husks. One by one, the villagers succumb, their souls extinguished under the crushing weight of the curse. Their homes, once filled with laughter and warmth, now stand as cold, silent tombs. The streets, once bustling with life, now echo with the chilling whispers of the wind. In an eerie twist of fate, as the last of the victims falls, the black cat disappears. Its sinister silhouette, which once haunted the town's streets, is no more. It vanishes as mysteriously as it appeared, leaving behind a town scarred by tragedy. Its departure, rather than offering relief, serves to deepen the sense of dread. The curse, it seems, has completed its vicious cycle. The town is forever marked by the curse. Its once lively streets are now silent and empty, a chilling testament to the terror that once reigned. Each brick, each cobblestone, each desolate home bears the imprint of the curse, a haunting reminder of the lives lost, dreams shattered, and the hope that was mercilessly crushed. And so the Black Cat's curse leaves a lasting scar on the town, a grim reminder of the tragic tale that unfolded. Its legacy, like the chilling wind that sweeps through the deserted streets, is a cold, unyielding presence that lingers long after the cat's departure. The town, once a beacon of life and prosperity, now stands as a chilling monument to the curse's devastating power.